Hey Gemini, Sun, Moon, and Rising. This is Tina with 85th House Vibrations. And this is your general reading for November 2018. I hope everybody is doing well. This is a general reading. It won't resonate with everybody. This is the Tarot of Dreams by Ciro Marchetti, if anybody's interested. And let's go ahead and jump in. Let's get the astrologics out of the way first, because there's a lot of stuff going on. A lot of stuff going on this month. Venus will have retrograded back into the sign of Libra. Mercury will have moved into Sagittarius. It's preparing for its retrograde happening. Oh, damn. I forgot to tell Taurus and Aries that Venus will actually be finishing up its retrograde this month. In the month of November on the 16th. So, if y'all see him, tell him. Anyway, there will be a new moon in Scorpio and a full moon in your sign, Gemini. I like a full moon in Gemini. You know what? I want to say this is really off the record, but I was volunteering at an animal shelter. I think this was November 2016, I think. And the moon was full in Gemini. And the reason I remember this is because every dog in the shelter was adopted out. And I remember somehow associating that with the moon in Gemini. I don't know if that's because more people were out socializing. It's random as hell. But I just remember that happening. Anyway, but I enjoy full moon in Gemini. So that's happening. Jupiter, as Leo King calls him, Uncle Jupe, is coming back home after 12 years, moving back into its own sign. So I think that's a good deal. And the nodes are changing axes. Its axes. The nodes are changing from Leo, Aquarius to Cancer, Capricorn. I'm not going to get into it here. I said I might do a video about it. I might not. Let's just get into the cards. I had a Gemini tell me I talk too much on one of my other videos. Come on, dog. I talk too much, Gemini? Really? All right. Anyway, we got the Nine of Swords reversed. That's a Mars and Gemini card. That shit was funny. We got the Fool in the right position. All right. Looking good, looking good. Ooh, and we've got the Temperance card. I hope I was showing those. Also in the upright position. I'm digging this. So we got two major arcana. I love them both. And we have the Nine of Swords reversed. All right. Nine of Swords reversed is saying that whatever has plagued you and kept you up at night, had you feeling guilty and restless, that is coming to a close. It's coming to a completion. Whatever it was that was bugging you is not bugging you so much anymore. It's not bugging you to the point where you can actually do things the way that you want to do them. You may have been doing things in a way that somebody else wanted to do them because you were trying to be tolerant, you were trying to be patient, you were trying to be understanding, and you were trying to compromise. And maybe, Gemini, that was not working out for you. Had you losing sleep. So full moon happening in your sign is going to expose all of that emotional and mental turmoil to you, and it's going to give you the intuitive insight to change it. And that way you can really, I mean, down to the physical, because this is a Mars card, change what you do. Some of you may be changing where you have decided to get your information from, period. Some of you may be in school and maybe you're changing schools. Maybe you didn't like the way things were done in another school. You tried to be patient, tried to be tolerant, tried to be understanding, and it didn't work out. You know what I'm saying? And so now you just have to change the way you get your information. Whatever it is, it's a great idea. You're doing the right thing. Even if you don't know what's about to happen next. And it's going to take the load off you mentally. All right? The next card is the Fool card, and this supports the fact that you can do things in a new way. This talks about, so far as I'm concerned, blind faith. It is the Fool card. So in the traditional Rider-Waite deck, it shows the fool. He's got his little knapsack and his dog with him, you know, and I think he just decided to tell his mom, I'm running away from home. Because you remember back in the day, you see the kid want to run away from home. He got the stick with the little kerchief tied around it, and I guess he got some toys in. He's got his faithful dog. And this is going on a journey just like any kid who says, Mom, I'm leaving. You don't know what's out there. You just going. And because you are so naive and so unbothered, you don't realize the dangers of the fears that might be waiting out there for you. Ignorance is bliss. Some people get mad when I say that. You know what I'm saying? I used to move like this all the time. I did some of my best work that way. You know, if you want to be honest. Not knowing what the hell was going to happen next. Not having a clue. I honestly did some of my best work that way. I made some of my best decisions that way. And I think this is what you might be doing this month, Gemini, is living your best life and not giving a damn and just really stepping out on faith. Is it a fool's journey? Well, you know, how do you define fool? He's got the world in his hands. So, you know, this could also be something that's happening suddenly. Whatever it is, it's a good bet. That's all I got to say. It's a good bet. I just don't think you can do wrong with this. I think it's going to make you feel a lot better. Break free. And the last card is the Temperance card. And this is a card not only about tolerance and patience, which is what I've been talking about. It's also a card about answering to your true self, your true calling. This is about you, but this is about doing it with a level head. There is, I think, some sort of requirement for balance, even though you're moving in faith. You still got to use your head and be kind of level-headed about it. The way that I see this is move the way you want to and just stay even keel emotionally. Don't get an attitude. Don't feel stressed out. Don't feel guilt about you doing what you do. You be vulnerable to self right now. Answer to your true calling. Move the way that you want to move. That's what I was saying in the beginning. So if somebody comes to you with the rah-rah, don't engage. Stay even. People don't know how to handle that. Stay even and just move the way you want to. Let people deal with their own shit. I'm just curious, Gemini, to see maybe what had been keeping you up. What had you feeling so guilty with the Nine of Swords? It's funny because I feel a tremendous energy in my arms right now, to the point where my arms hurt a little bit. I hope somebody out there that's listening to this, I hope there's a message in it for somebody, because I can feel it. Alright. So I do want to pull another card. Let's see what the fuss was about. The Three of Cups reversed. You know, I feel like, Gemini, you're dealing with somebody who's close to you, who you've been compromising yourself for. And as a result, you haven't had a chance to have any fun. You hadn't had a chance to kick it with your friends and do things that you want to do. Sit back and have a little drink, you know what I'm saying? Or however it is that you celebrate and unwind. And I think this has to do with family members. Gemini, you may not have felt that you could communicate what you really needed to these people, and you just did what you needed to do. And I think it has taken away some of your happiness. You've had to turn down invites because you needed to do something for somebody else. And it looks like so far you actually you've done pretty well. You hadn't flown off the handle yet. The universe is asking you to keep doing that, to just not fly off the handle. I think that's a serious underlying theme here, is to stay even. This is a great reading, Gemini. You are on your way to doing things your way. If somebody offers you an invite, take it. You know, tell the fam, look, I've done all I can do for right now. Or whoever this is that might be. I really feel like this is somebody close to you. It could be a close friend, family member, maybe even a romantic partner. Let me say too that for some of you who there may have been some domestic issues. If there was a third party involved, either there was never or that person is gone. If some of you were stressed out in a relationship about there possibly having been a third party, it wasn't or it isn't now. But you still do what you need to do to keep yourself protected. Keep something in your back pocket. And that might just simply be your peace of mind. Because you got it. You definitely get peace of mind with this. You get peace of mind here. This is minor. Whatever it is that had you stressed out is minor. So that's the way I see it, Gemini. If anybody would like to get a personal reading with me, my information is in the description box below. You can hit me up on Facebook or Twitter, 85th House Vibrations, or at 85vibe. Like and share and subscribe, you know, if you want to. Thanks. I hope to talk to y'all again next month.